Dr. Domina, how can you say God doesn't kill? God has never killed. God does not kill, and God will never kill. When you see Jesus, you see God. Jesus said, I can of myself do nothing. What I see my Father do, I do. So whatever Jesus did is a revelation of what the Father does. Listen, if God was a killer, the people that came to arrest Jesus, he would have killed them. But Peter pulled out a knife. That means Peter and rest, they were area boys, always moving with knife in their pocket. Took off the ear of Marcus, who came to arrest Jesus. Jesus took the ear and put back and said, don't spoil our record. We don't damage people, we fix people. If God was to be a killer, we will have seen God said, let there be killing. In Genesis chapter 1, there's a list of all God created, and he saw, behold, it was very good. Then who killed and destroyed him that had the power of death? That is the devil. How do you read? CRK, leave him alone. Hebrews chapter 2 verse 14. Now watch so that you're totally free from this thing. For as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that had the power of death, that is the devil, who killed from Genesis till today. The devil. John 8:44. Who was the murderer from the beginning? Satan. Who killed from the beginning? Satan. Romans 5:12. Who created death? Wherefore, as by one man sin entered into the world, and death by sin. Man created sin, man brought sin, and the sin that man brought death. Not God.
Nsogbu akalia. Organic and mother JC Kolobikon. Hi. You guys should pity us. Pity us. Confusion akalia maru. Which one should we now believe? Damina said, Peter and the apostles were area boys that move around with knives in their pockets. If not, why would people be moving around with arms in their pocket? But then let's face the facts here. It sounds logical to think that only good things can be associated with God, and then all the bad things, including death, associated with the devil. But is death really a bad thing? That's the most important question we should answer. Death is not supposed to be seen as a bad thing, so it will be wrong to associate it with the devil. Death is supposed to be a transition, according to Christian religion. Transition that lets you see the other side, hoping that you lived a good life and so you are going to be with your maker. So it shouldn't be attributed with the devil. And come to think about it, there are so many deaths in the Bible that were associated with God. Did you forget about Elijah and the prophets of Baal? Was it the devil that won that battle and killed the prophets? Did you forget King Ahab? Did you forget King Nebuchadnezzar? Did you forget Sodom and Gomorrah? Did you forget Babylon? Did you forget Ananias and Sapphira? Those ones that died for not giving their own money. But their death were still attributed to God. There are so many battles that were won in the Bible which were attributed to God. Gideon was sent with only 300 or 350 men. The battle he won was attributed to God. Abraham fought many wars. Saul did. They killed many people in the name of God. David did. Solomon did. So it's not enough to lift up one verse or two and convince us otherwise. If not, the confusion will be too much for us to digest. I understand that Demina is trying to change people's mentality of religious slavery. But then this one he said here. What about the verse that says that God gives and he takes away? So that means, generally speaking, he can give life and he can take it away. But what do I know? And again, if what God cannot do does not exist, then he can protect you, he can save you, and he can equally destroy you. My name is Vivian, and I'm going to see you guys on the next one.